Well, let's move away from that then and bring on board our guests to chat about the stocks to watch out for on Market Fatafat. Soumya's joining in. We'll have Kunal Botra and Sameet Chavan. Well, let's start off then first at stock number 1, and that stock is coming in from the auto space. Maruti in focus after it delivered its auto sales numbers for the month of March gone by earlier this morning. Well, the total sales came pretty much in line with what we at ET now were anticipating, 1.58 lakh units. That is up nearly 6.8% on a year-on-year basis. The total exports, though, came in lower by nearly 13% to 10,463 units on a year-on-year basis. Given the fact that the management has acknowledged a cut in production, we weren't going in with very hefty expectations in the first place. The stock, though, is seeing quite a bit of momentum post those numbers being declared after a solid underperforming run of Maruti. 6,811, up 2% is where it's at. Let's move away from that then and focus in on some mid-cap cement counters and India Cements. Kunal, why does this look attractive to you?
So again, many of the cement stocks, they have been flying, high. Avan, many of the cement stocks have opened with a gap up. India Cement is one of them. Now, we discussed the stock in the smart stock, segment as well. I think 3-4 weeks back when the stock was at 72-74 levels, and from there on the stock has just not looked back. So week after week, it's been gaining on positive traction, breaking new resistances, even crossing the 200-day moving average with a lot of ease. And I believe that that's a sign of a stock which is in strong momentum. To 122 could now be a revised target for India Cement. So if anyone is looking to buy at current levels, keep that as a target, and stop loss could be at closer to 108.
Okay, thanks very much for running us through that. Meantime, SRF as well is a stock in news. Soumya, why is that?
Well, a little negative news in here for SRF. The Gujarat Pollution Control Board has issued directions to the company to close industrial plant at Dahej. Well, this happens to be a crucial plant for SRF, since majority of its operations are from this plant, especially the fluoro specialty business. Well, the company says they are in process of filing a response on the notice, but as of now they're shutting down the plant given as per the notice. The stock reacting, although it has recovered from the day's low, so down 0.5%.
Alright, watch out for that name. On that note, let's just slip into a short break. Come right back. Lots more stocks to be flagged off on Market Fatafat. Great to have you back with us. This is Market Fatafat. Let's nail it down to individual stocks to watch out for. And given the fact that we're in a complete uptrend for the equity markets, all-time highs now being eyed very closely, let's find out what the levels are to map out on the index from here on. Sameet, your take?
See, as far as benchmark index is concerned, clearly it's on a roll since last 3 weeks. We have already clocked more than 800-900 points rally without any major correction. And today also we are seeing good bump up. So we expect continuation of this momentum, and all-time highs is just a formality now. We are at a kissing distance away. So from here on, we won't be surprised to see it happening in a day or two, and we would immediately head towards 11,850, 11,900. And on the lower side, 11,600, 550 would act as a very strong support. So use dips to go long, and we expect continuation of ongoing momentum.
Alright, that's the take coming in on the index. Use dips still as a buying opportunity, and as Sameet said, as of now, the all-time high seems to be just a formality. Well, let's move right on. Metals have sure been buzzing away off late, Hindalco being a case in point. Kunal, this one stands out to you from the entire metals pack?
Seems like Avan, because we were discussing I think on Friday how Tata Steel, Vedanta have broken out, and these stocks could confirm a steady uptrend going forward as well. Hindalco has also now joined that league, so confirmed a swing breakout today on the short-term charts. And just as was the case with Tata Steel and Vedanta on Friday, these stocks were below their long-term averages. Even Hindalco is still trading below its 200-day moving average, so there could be a potential breakout of this long-term average for Hindalco. I would suggest a buy at current levels for a positional target around this 222 mark for the stock.
Alright, there you have it. That's the take coming in on Hindalco. Stop loss 204. Moving right on then, from metals to pharma, and Cipla is in focus today, Soumya.
Well, yes, Velavan ET now has got access to Form 483 to Cipla's Kurkum facility. Well, this facility was inspected by US FDA from March 11 to 20, and the regulator issued 18 observations in the Form 483. Now, some of these observations were system quality issues for both API and finished dosage products, supply issues in input raw material, yet supplier not blocked, quality systems inadequate, written procedures insufficient, among others. The stock reacting to the news flow.
525 on the stock, down 0.5%. Meantime then, one of the stocks from the PSU banking space that's certainly making waves today is Andhra Bank, one of the top gainers on the Nifty 500. 32 rupees in trade today. Samit, how much further do you see the stock headed?
See, Evan, if you see in last 1.5 months, the entire PSU banking basket is on a roll. They have already given nearly 25-30% return in such a short span, and this is the one stock that was consolidating despite some of the peer counters were trading much higher. So, and in today's bump up, we are interpreting as a catch-up move to all those peer counters. And looking at the volume activity, stock has already surpassed this important resistance. So from here on, this momentum is likely to continue. 35, 36, these are the next levels to watch out for. In case one wants to get into this counter, use minor dip towards 30.5, 30 to get into this stock.
Right, thanks very much for giving us that take. And on that note, would like to thank all of our guests as well for joining in and walking us through their outlook on individual stocks in trade. Well,